double shocking that it happened at the Oscars with everyone in tuxedos. I mean, of course you see that thing in bars on a Saturday night, but not the most privileged people on the planet.
Ricky Gervais has done it again. A comedian known for his razor-sharp wit and unfiltered takes ignited a firestorm of controversy. Guess what happened? Ricky weighed in on the infamous Oscars incident between Will Smith and Chris Rock. But this time, it wasn't just about the slap heard around the world. Gervais tackled the topic of alopecia, Hollywood hypocrisy, and even claimed that being bald and overweight should qualify him for benefits. Has Ricky gone too far, or is he saying what others are afraid to? Let's dive in. The moment Ricky Gervais addressed the Oscars controversy, it was clear he wasn't holding back. While many celebrities chose to avoid the topic, Gervais went straight to the heart of it during one of his live performances. He opened with a sarcastic statement.
Nothing would happen to me because I wouldn't have told a joke about his wife's hair. I'd have told a joke about her boyfriend, and that was the joke. But someone from the press was in, and then that got put in the press, so I trained it.
The crowd erupted into laughter, but that single line stirred up a heated debate online. Is it comedy gold or simply crossing the line? Ricky didn't stop there. He went on to tackle the justification some people have given for the reaction by Will Smith.
The other day, for saying, no, words are violence too. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Violence is violence, words aren't violence. But no, you don't hit someone over a joke.
The famous comedian declared, expressing frustration with those who defended Smith's slap. Gervais explained how he believed freedom of speech was under attack, and he wasn't afraid to say so. If words justify violence, then where does it stop? A joke about someone's hair shouldn't lead to a punch, let alone at an event like the Oscars. But perhaps the most controversial part was his claim that being overweight and balding should be considered a disability, he joked.
Someone said it was joking about her disability. Well, I'm going a bit thin, so I'm disabled. That means I can park right up next to Tesco's now. And I'm fat. That's a disease, isn't it? I'm fat and balding. I am.
This punchline drew both laughter and criticism. For some, it was a hilarious dig at the tendency of Hollywood to overreact. For others, it was a tone-deaf comment about a genuine medical condition. His critique extended beyond the slap itself to the broader culture of Hollywood. Gervais took aim at celebrities who, in his words, pretend to be normal but can't even manage a regular interview. He mocked the performative nature of stardom, saying,
I want to go, but you're a good actor. Just act normal. Just all your life, pretend to be normal. But no one listens to me. Right, got some questions. Daniel, what was your first reaction?
Still, the heart of his commentary was his empathy for Chris Rock.
Chris Rock weighs about 140 pounds. He's the most gentle man, so that was my thoughts. But I don't want to talk about it. I mean,
he said, emphasizing the imbalance in the situation. No matter what joke he told, it didn't deserve that reaction. Gervais described the slap as an unnecessary and shocking moment, particularly given the glamorous setting of the Oscars.
It was double shocking that it happened at the Oscars with everyone in tuxedos. I mean, of course you see that thing in bars on a Saturday night, but not the most privileged people on the planet each other. Also, the main thing for me was totally unnecessary. There is no justification.
The broader debate about alopecia also found its way into his performance. While Gervais didn't downplay the condition, he questioned whether it warranted the extreme response it triggered. He said, quote, "If I start losing more hair, does that mean people can't joke about me either?" These remarks resonated with fans who appreciated his ability to turn personal vulnerability into humor. But they also reignited conversations about what's off limits in comedy. Despite the backlash, Ricky stood his ground. In a follow-up interview, he explained his approach. Quote, "Comedy is about saying the things people think but are too afraid to voice. If we start censoring jokes, then we lose the essence of free speech. I don't believe in punching down, but I also don't think alopecia should be a taboo topic. It's about context. What do you think? Is Ricky Gervais simply exercising his right to free speech, or has he crossed a line with his no-holds-barred humor? I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Where do we draw the line between comedy and controversy? These comments have also sparked a broader conversation about the role of comedy in society. Should comedians have the freedom to joke about anything? Or are there topics that should remain untouched? For Ricky, the answer seems clear. No topic is off limits, as long as it's approached intelligently. He often points to the idea that jokes can help us process uncomfortable truths. But the reaction to his alopecia remarks reveal how divided audiences are. Some see his humor as a refreshing antidote to the overly cautious approach of Hollywood to sensitive issues. Others argue that joking about medical conditions, even in jokes, prolongs stigma. One fan commented online, quote, "Ricky's the only one brave enough to call out the absurdity of it all." Meanwhile, a critic wrote, quote, "This isn't comedy, it's cruelty disguised as humor." Despite this uproar, Gervais has doubled down on his belief that intent matters more than the subject. Quote, "If a joke comes from a place of malice, then it's wrong. But if it's about exposing the ridiculousness of something, then it's fair game." He said during a podcast appearance. His unapologetic stance continues to fuel debate, with some praising his bravery and others accusing him of insensitivity. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Gervais has faced backlash for his comedy. From his Golden Globes monologues to his Netflix specials, he's built a career on pushing boundaries. Yet, as he pointed out, quote, "Offense is taken, not given. If you don't like a joke, don't laugh, but don't try to police what others find funny."
Anyone who tries to say that any freedom of speech justifies violence, that's what to terrorism. And honestly, don't get me started on that. But the main thing about it was, whatever his justification, whether...
The Oscars incident remains a cultural flashpoint. This bold stance by Gervais ensures the conversation is far from over. His ability to turn a serious topic into a laugh-out-loud moment, while still challenging societal norms, cements his place as one of the most polarizing figures in comedy. Love him or hate him, Ricky Gervais knows how to spark a conversation. His take on the Oscar scandal, alopecia, and the double standards of Hollywood has left audiences laughing, debating, and questioning. But here's the real question. Is comedy still the last resort of free speech, or has it become too risky in today's climate? Let us know down in the comments section below what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.